Sorry. I thought I had to sneeze. But I like opium. You like opium. We like opium. Ignore what he talking about. I'm reading in 1 second. Let's see how the opium label was made.
Many of you will remember when Playboy Carti and his friend were arrested in the April of 2020.
The activity's better than missions. Bro, I might play Saints Row 2 tonight, bro.
After pulled over for expired tags in his Lamborghini, the officers searched the vehicle and found 3 unspecified guns and 12 bags of illegal substances. But after they got taken to jail, Carti was pretty much let off free and released 24
I remember this. He told the cops suck my dick, ain't it?
hours later. And that was thanks to his friend, who took all the gun and the majority of the drug charges. This is Jalen Tucker. From a child Hollywood star to serving a hefty prison sentence.
Disney, what? What? How you go from Disney? Never mind. We gonna find out. We gonna find what?
Here is how he helped Carti form his opium label and also pretty much save Carti's career.
I'm not gonna lie, doing 45 years for Carti though, that's major dick suck.
Jalen Tucker, who is also known as JX Creased or Opium Baby, was born on the 19th of July in 1988.
Damn! 1988. Wait, say it again.
Jalen Tucker, who is also known as JX Creased or Opium Baby, was born on the 19th of July in 1988.
This nigga is 35, 36. Let's see if my math is right. 34.
Jalen was born in Columbia, South Carolina, but grew up in
What? I'm about to get upset. You telling me Columbia started opium? And this nigga, you telling me a 34-year-old Columbia nigga made opium? And you want me to believe that shit? How the fuck does he even know Carti? Bro, I'm about to get mad, bro. He's not a Columbia legend. I don't give a fuck. Oh my God, bro.
in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, unlike many other people I've made videos on, where they're out trying to make their music or their brand blow up from the streets of Atlanta, Jay actually took a very different route. From 6 years old, Jay would be taking part in training and theatrical practices as a hobby. Basically, he was training to be an actor. And eventually, his mother took him and his brothers and moved to pursue.
Imagine you start acting at 6, just to fall off and become Carti groupie. Let me not call him a groupie, because apparently he's an A&R.
Jay's acting career. His mother made the sacrifice of moving her whole family to Los Angeles in the hope of reaching Jay's dreams. And his mother believed in him, as she said since he was a child, he's always had the natural ability to entertain. And since
his mom real,
he's had a pretty
really fuck
successful career. He would feature in a couple of smaller shows and short films until he eventually got to play in one episode of the Disney show Girl Meets World. Now, as he gained a little bit of more fame from acting, he would also make friends with some interesting people. Around 2015-2016, he would be spotted with the likes of Madison Beer, Ian Connor, D Savage, and Playboy carti.
Damn, this nigga know everybody. How the fuck you just casually link with Madison Beer? Before TikTok days. That don't even make sense to me.
And you're probably wondering, how did he meet these people?
That's exactly what I'm
Jay
wondering.
Would first become friends with someone named John Ross. Many of you may know him these days from his brand called Seventh Heaven. And he was also a very popular streetwear personality, I guess you could call him.
Oh my gosh.
So John Ross's story is, he's basically the son of this very rich label executive. And he's basically just a kid living in LA who's into the streetwear scene at the time. You could kind of compare it to the whole opium thing going on currently. But back then,
like, that's so 33. You 33? Nigga, them like motherfucking Wilt Chamberlain numbers, bro. I don't even know what to tell your ass. You need to be like castrated. You need to be castrated, demoralized, detained, like I don't know, filleted. Some shit gotta happen to you.
Was less emo OPIUM like it is now, and was more kind of skating streetwear such as Supreme, Palace, and stuff like that. So John Ross will be buying these clothes, posting his fits on Instagram, and eventually he would be discovered by Ian Connor. And then from then on, obviously he would be hanging around more famous people at the time, a lot of the upcoming rappers and a lot of the ASAP mob people. Now I'm not exactly sure how John Ross and Jay actually became friends. My guess is they were just both teenagers into streetwear and just wanted
Right
a
place,
friend
right
group to
time.
kind of do stuff.
Sound about
Now
right.
Jalen and John Ross would be spending a lot of time with Ian Connor, learning about streetwear and fashion, as at the time Ian Connor was working with the likes of Kanye West, Wiz Khalifa, and even at one point styled Kylie Jenner. And they would also be around Carti and a lot of the ASAP mob. Where
I know what Ian Connor does, but I still don't know what the fuck he does, if that makes sense. Like, he's like a goddamn, he like the, I feel like Ian Connor is the Poppy Q of the music. No, not music, of the fashion. Cause like, where did this nigga come from for real?
they would be in studio sessions.
And why do
music
niggas like him?
learning
And how did he
the
get
best
so much
do it.
money?
And during this time, Carti
And why
Jay
did he
became
assault
super close
33
friends.
bitches?
Jay even had an Instagram
Like, this
post
is so
with
much
pictures of
questions
him
we'll
and
never
Carti
have.
captioned the brothers keepers. Now moving closer to 2018, Carti pretty much stopped hanging out with his friend group. He was no longer friends with Ian Connor, no longer friends with D Savage, and no longer friends with Uno the Activist. I actually couldn't find any real reasons. Apparently there was supposed beef, but there was nothing official.
Yes.
Ain't they say Uno snitched on Cardi or some shit like that? I really don't know why they not cool no more.
Like, he cool. Like, don't get me wrong.
Oh
Cardi's
shit,
cool. He's
I'm not even in the camera, I'm bugging.
fire. He makes good music. I'ma shit on him.
Oh, he's wildin'. He's
And
that.
out of this whole
That's real hate. To say the nigga music good, but I'ma shit on him. Yeah, you eat mad dick right now.
friend group, I'm pretty sure the only ones that really stuck around with Carti was Jay. Jay's last appearance as an actor would be in 2018 in the film Bad Tutor. As past 2018 is when the OPIUM label would begin to develop and Jay would play a big part in it. The OPIUM label would begin to form in 2019 as Carti did an interview with Culture Kings posted on the 15th of January in 2020 where
got
he said
Carti
he has
signed
been
to
working
ASAP?
on a label.
I thought that was just like random occurrence. Like that nigga was just on the motherfucking couch and ASAP was like, who that young nigga sleeping on my couch? I thought that's where that went down.
Getting ready to like put my label together.
That's what's up.
But if he did all the dirty work, shout out to Ian, but you still a weird
I
ass
want to go
nigga.
over when Carti and Jay got pulled over with guns and drugs. So on the 3rd of April 2020, Carti was driving
I'm a
his
vamp now?
Lamborghini with Jay in the passenger seat. Carti
That's-
was pulled over for expired
I mean, I
tags,
guess that's
and the
good,
officer
but
on the
you know what that
scene said
lifestyle
they
come with.
smelled marijuana coming from the vehicle. So they ended up doing a search where they found a couple of guns and loads of illegal substances. Now, if you guys know, when there is a celebrity kind of moving around with illegal stuff,
That's how I'm
basically their
riding.
group is supposed to take all the charges, which is what happened here. Because after they both got arrested,
Yeah, that's
Carti
my
was literally
gun.
released
Yeah, that's my
24 hours
coat.
later.
Yeah,
And he
that's my
took some of
stuff.
the drug charges, but everything else went on to Jay. Jay was facing up to a maximum of 50 years in prison, but of course he didn't do that. He only got around 6 months and then he was let off free. But obviously this probably put a lot of respect and trust into Jay from Carti's perspective, and it's probably one of the big reasons why he's still friends with him now, because Carti cut off the majority of the people he used to know when he
Ain't got
was
no
still
choice.
underground. During this time, as Carti was working on
He
his
low-key
music,
don't got
is
a
when Jay
choice.
would work as an A&R, finding
He wanna be a
upcoming
better
rappers,
person, but I don't think
also
that's-
as
I
a
don't-
creative, helping
Bro, I'm gonna be real, bro. There's no hope. Well, at least for me, there's no hope. I know who I am. I know who I am.
And doesn't
Let me
mention
stop
the
playing
fact,
like
during
I
this
don't.
2015 to 2018 time frame, when Jay was hanging around in LA, hanging around with John Ross, Ian Connor, and a bunch of other famous people at the time, he was learning a lot from going to studio sessions and music video shoots.
They
Meaning
trying to
he had
get
a
me some
lot of knowledge
cookout.
in the creative side of the hip hop scene, which is what made him very useful for the OPIUM label. Now, before I move on to the release of Whole Lotta Red and how Jay helped with the rollout, I want to first go over how he discovered Destroy Lonely. The story is, he would preview the snippet of Lone's biggest song today, Bane, which got him the attention of Opium fans. Jalen would then DM Lone, saying that he liked his music, and so does Carti. And soon Lone would receive a phone call from Carti himself, where he offered advice. He told Lone to keep his head straight, because he has been in his position before. He then said, anything to just help a young to keep going the right way and not crashing out and falling, going left. After
That's some real nigga activities. But I get a phone call for Carti. I ain't gonna lie, I get a phone call from Carti. I might just hit that celebratory backflip. Cause like I've been waiting all my life to pull that bitch out and I have never seen a moment yet.
After this, Destroy Lonely would attend a couple of studio sessions with Carti to pretty much test him if he's the right fit for Opium. And then a couple months later, Lone would officially sign to Opium. More recently, Jay would try to sign Glock 40 Spaz.
I'm not signing.
Pretty much backfired.
I wonder why. Nah, bro. I don't think I would sign either, because they're going to try to push that fucking demonic agenda on me. And I don't give a fuck how much money they offering. You can't buy my soul, bro.
Jay would first text Glock 40 Spaz, which Glock 40 Spaz then screenshotted and posted on his story saying, does this mean anything? Pretty much clowning him. Jay would then tweet OO Glock 40, basically Opium Glock 40. And then the Opium member Homicide Bino would reply saying, you say anything. Again, basically clowning him that he's spreading misinformation.
Supposedly, Homicide had beef in Atlanta with Glock 40 Spaz crew. Rumors. Now, before Homicide was Opium, they was just Bino and Michi. And them niggas was definitely doing everything they said. That's one thing I can say. It's Homicide. Bro.
So
fuck Glock never getting out of jail.
Tried to sign Glock 40 Spaz to Opium.
Nah, he a crash out for real.
Spaz wanted to be in Opium. In a couple of songs, he actually dissed Opium. In a song on the album named Von Don't Matter, Glock 40 Spaz would diss Carti saying, fuck Playboy Carti.
That's crazy, because that's one of his hardest songs. And I'm not gonna lie, I be booming that bitch, but come on, bro. All the nigga did was try to give you a better opportunity in life. Now your dumb ass in jail.
Further saying that he himself is a real vamp and Carti is a fake vamp. And then on an Instagram live, he dissed him as well.
12 can't stop shit, nigga. Fuck Playboy Carti, nigga, you a hoe. Bitch ass, gay ass, hoe ass, vamp ass, nigga.
I don't really see why Glock 40 Spaz did all of this. I know it's probably just for attention, but he could have easily signed to Opium, got the bag, got some sick ass lawyers to get him out of prison, but I guess he wanted the attention. So unfortunately,
nigga chose attention over freedom. Yeah, that's definitely a nigga moment.
Lonely, so I think that's a success. Now I want to move past Jalen's role as an A&R and his role in the Whole Lotta Red rollout. So if you didn't know, Playboy Carti actually recorded the whole of Whole Lotta Red 2 weeks before it officially dropped. So
what do you mean if you didn't know? Bro, you could tell in the work ethic. I mean, that's not even trying to diss the album, but nigga, it was clearly made in one session. That shit is nothing he snippet preview, nothing. It came out the motherfucking blue.
To put it into perspective, he was trying to release his label and
nigga doing push-ups in the studio smoking blunts. He was not taking this shit to the next level, man.
Now this is where Jay
went there.
take the lead on the rollout of Whole Lotta Red. Basically 2 months before the album dropped, it was Jay's role to pretty much tease the fans and build up as much hype as he could.
Bro went spray painting.
Carti was going through the whole mysterious phase where nobody knew what
he was
doing. So then the 2 months leading to the album, every time Jay would post a snippet or a picture, it was crazy. And I think Jay did a pretty good job. I think a lot of it is on Carti's side though, the whole mysterious thing, because if he wasn't mysterious...
Nah, the only thing I remember is my bitch texted me on Christmas talking about, you really gonna listen to the album instead of FaceTiming me? And I responded with yes.
Hype, but I still think
Yes.
to give props to Jay, and
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Hype for Holiday. And also something I want to mention: Jay actually co-wrote Kid Cudi's verse on
Bro, just a
Metamorphosis, which he
photographer?
actually bragged about on Twitter, and it didn't end very well because he just ended up getting clowned because the song was terrible. And also, since I've got it on the screen now, I'm gonna go over everything else he said in the
I'm gonna
tweet.
spaz
So he
out.
supposedly has
It's
2
in my
times
butt.
platinum records for the first 2 beats he's ever made, but I actually couldn't find it registered anywhere on the billboards.
This
or the
nigga just be
records or
lying.
anything. So I don't
Why
know
did
what
he
that's
just be
about. And then,
lying?
of course, he mentioned the Kid Cudi verse, which of course I'm guessing is true because the verse was tragic. And then he also directed the MDMA video, but the video is literally just Ken alone standing in the woods, so I really don't know what that's about. And honestly, guys, I'm gonna end it there. I feel like this video has gone for way too long already, like 10 minutes.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. Yeah, this nigga, he's just like, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about Opium Baby. I don't think I got anything positive to say.